Swimming like a shark in a shrimp tank. Big fish, small pond in the shrimp tank. When it take a swim.
Hey everybody, welcome to the post-show wrap-up of the Shrimp Tank. I am your co-host, Ted Jenkins, sitting here with my co-host, Chris Hanks, who's the executive director and founder of the Shore Center for Entrepreneurship at Kennesaw State. Each week on the Shrimp Tank, we bring you some of the brightest and best CEOs in and around Atlanta and the state of Georgia. You can always catch a replay of all of our broadcasts at shrimptankpodcast.com or download us on iTunes. We're joined by our guest today, Whitney and Aaron Howell, who started Layne Hardwood Flooring in 2013, just 4 years ago, an exploding business right here in Canton, Georgia.
And one thing I thought was really interesting that came up on the show is this idea of, you know, in an industry that's somewhat commoditized, that you have carved out such a compelling niche. So what advice do you have about establishing niches to anybody who's watching the post-show wrap-up?
I would say first and foremost, know your product. You know, and I don't mean the products that you're working with so much, but know what it is that you're offering, and be the best at it. Be the best that you can be at it. You know, it's very important to not try to do too many different things. Be an expert at something, and know that nobody else can beat you at something. And that's the best way to carve that out, I think.
Always be available to your customers as well. I like to answer the phone whenever I can, as opposed to it going to a voicemail and calling them 3 days later. People get an idea, they want to respond quickly. So we try to do that, and we try to understand our customers and what their needs are. They like me, they're going to hire me.
Now, guys, I noticed in doing a little research before the show that you do quite a bit of stuff on Facebook, and especially in a blue-collar type business. I was wondering about the notion of stars, because I thought I read there were 18 reviews and it was 5 stars. And in a business like yours, just how important is that for somebody who's starting that kind of business? They're going to be in painting or roofing, or they're going to repair somebody's driveway. How big is it in your kind of business to have Facebook power and reviews and stars?
I think it is utmost importance, honestly. Yes.
Well, our Facebook page is like our notebook, where people can come and see what we do, see how good our work is. They can see all the people, how happy they are with our products. And I'm a very visual person as well.
That's what I was going to say, yeah. The visceral, the ability to see the photos of what's going on, what happens. A lot of times on Facebook, we're able to post photos of throughout the process, you know, before, after, and during. People like to see things happening. They like to actually know, you know, what it's going to look like when it's happening.
And they can contact us on Facebook, too, and we always get an alert when somebody's left a message or if somebody needs something. As a matter of fact, I had 3 of them today, and I was able to talk about, you know, their various issues immediately.
But one thing that was on the show that I found incredibly interesting is that your customers, like you have to be referred to get to you, right? And so the idea that, you know, unless you have an in, a customer can't just like randomly reach you, or else it's very, very difficult. So what do you have to say about like this idea of like sort of like, you know, if you're too available, then you're not too valuable?
I tell that to people all the time. If, you know, when I'm out on an estimate, it's tough. Being a smaller company, we have 5 employees, you know. We can only do 1 or 2 houses at a time. A lot of times I'm at a house doing an estimate and they're in a hurry, you know, they want to try and get work done next week, and I let them know, if you found a guy who doesn't have any work to do next week, maybe he's not very good. You know, I would think that if you're good at what you do, people will wait a little bit to get there, and that's an important thing. I know that if I'm going to hire somebody to do some work, do some roofing work or do some concrete work, you know, things that I don't do, I do check the reviews. I do want to know that either they have, you know, they don't have issues, or at least they always come back and fix whatever issues that do arise. You know, it's not abnormal for something to go wrong. It's abnormal for nobody to fix it. Yeah.
You know, Chris Hanks and I have talked offline, and we both wanted to get buried in pine boxes, didn't we? And I say this because I'm wondering, that are out there and they're thinking about getting their hardwood floors done, is pine the best wood to put in your house, or is there a better type of wood, or what type of wood, if you're really going to do your floors upright?
Right, there is a wide variety of wood, but if I'm going to be buried in a box, I'm going to pick some wood from South America or maybe Africa.
Tiger wood.
I'm gonna find some wood from the rainforest. And I know that it's very inappropriate to say these days, right, with the resources and whatnot. The idea is that I want flooring that's going to last 100 years, not 15.
All right, well, there you have it. So folks that are watching the post-show wrap-up today, how can they get in touch with you, learn more about your company? If they need to put down some real hardwood floors in their house and get the job done, how do they get in touch with your company?
Check us out on Facebook, first and foremost. You get to see some photos, you get to see some testimonies from people, and you can always contact us that way as well. In addition to that, we do have an email address, layneHardwood@yahoo.com.
It is
which works out well.
Layne Hardwood.
L-A-Y. This is the Layne.
Layne
L-A-Y.
Correct.
Yeah,
Yes.
Layne Hardwood.
And actually, his name is Aaron, and a lot of people will call asking for Layne, and I probably get that every single day. And I know who he is. I know who you mean, but it's Layne. Our phone number is 770-570-6566, and I will answer that phone directly.
Well, you can call me Ray or you can call me Jay, but if you start a business in 2013 from nowhere, moving from another state, and grow it amazingly over a 4-year period of time, this is what we learn from our entrepreneurs, and thanks so much for watching the post-show wrap-up of the Shrimp Tank.